Hey Facebook friends, it's Allie Morton, Tracy Baxter, Mindy Jackson, and Kyle Hitchcock. We are with Sinclair Reserve Realty, and we wanted to get you started with our 4-part series that will have your home ready to sell just in time for spring. We are looking for homes to sell now, and if you are already through part of this list, that's great. Go ahead and call us. If you need help personally with this list, you can call us now and we'll have you ready for spring. So don't wait to give us a call, but we're gonna be meeting with you every Thursday evening to give you a project for each weekend to have you ready for spring. Tracy, you wanna tell them what your favorite thing is to start with for your spring cleaning?
I like clean countertops in your kitchen. Declutter, take all the stacks of paper, put it away. Nobody wants to see that. Let's see, wipe your counters down, any extra soap bottles, put them under the sink, organize it really nice. You just want it to be really sleek, clean, and look as big as it possibly can.
Yeah, and that brings us to that whole declutter mindset, to just let it go. Think about if you're not going to be using it in the next few months, and if you don't want to pack it up and move it, let it go. Send it. There are lots of places in town that are looking for donations that would love to have your stuff. So if you don't want to move it, if you're not going to be using it, let it go. Get that clutter out, because there's some steps coming up that we're going to talk to you about in the next few weeks that you're going to wish you'd already gotten that done. So go ahead and declutter it, clean out those countertops. Mindy, what's your go-to for starting your spring cleaning prepping?
Empty the garage, make it, obviously you want to be able to park in there, so empty it out. If you got all those boxes of stuff that you're just keeping, that you're like, oh, I'll go through this. If you haven't used it in the last 6 months, kind of to what you said, get rid of it, let it go. Hang stuff on the walls, go down to Lowe's, Sears, wherever you want, wherever you're at, go to your local hardware store. You can get the little clamps that hold your rakes and your shovels. The kids' toys, maybe just stack them neatly. Do you need all the kids' toys? Just organizational, like you can get the little cubes to put your shoes in. Things that are super inexpensive that when you pull into the garage, that's what you see when you pull into the garage before you go in your house, is you see your garage, and people buy houses based on the garages too, so
Clear the floor.
Clear the floor, just sweep it out. It's amazing what that'll do. So yeah, just declutter. Spring cleaning.
Spring cleaning. Kyle, what's your go-to? What's one of the things you notice when you walk in a house that needs to be done for that spring prep?
I personally like to focus on my pantry, because I know between my children, my husband, and myself, we tend to collect all kinds of things and very rarely take the time to go through it. So we actually moved maybe 6 months ago, and I was really excited to try and start over with my pantry, and I got some really cute little boxes, and we have a section for chips and maybe a section for pastas, and so I like to try and keep those things organized and clean. And if you are planning to sell your house and you do have people come through your home, they're gonna wanna look at your pantry and see what size it is and how it will hold their foods. So I would want to be able to open that door or those doors and actually have it presentable. So to me, I would say a pantry is a great place to try and organize, and honestly, even if you're not going to sell your house, it makes me feel better to just have it looking nice. So pantry is important to me.
With a cute basket, maybe with a label.
Yeah,
Oh,
even the little
good.
containers that you pour your cereal into, I just feel like that, because you go to your pantry every day, all day, to
Show
open
off that story.
if nothing else can be, that can be so.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take a long time at
No,
all.
it doesn't.
Truly maybe an hour, at most 2 hours to take the old things out, organize the new things. It just gives you a fresh start, and this rainy weather is a perfect time to do it. So I would say take advantage of being, kind of stuck in your house, and maybe go ahead and focus on your pantry.
Agreed.
Who wants to talk about the part that we don't like asking people to do? It's a little bit kind of sad part, the depersonalization, where it opens up your home for the next family to envision their life there. So what are some tips on that? What's the first thing you can do, Tracy?
Taking down family pictures. Super hard. You love your kids. They're the most beautiful people in the world. but you want people to envision their kids on the wall.
Yeah.
I think take like when you were talking about cleaning off the counters, the refrigerator, we all have like where we magnetize everything and it's perfect for us and it is sweet. But if you are selling your home and you have people walking through, I think definitely taking it all down. You don't have to throw that stuff away, but putting it in a box, a keepsake, sticking it in the closet or wherever.
A pretty box.
A
In the
pretty,
top of
a
the
pretty
box.
box or a cute basket maybe, you know. But
Cute
yeah,
storage is key.
taking, you don't, when we say depersonalize, I don't think we mean like you have to take yourself completely out of the home, but you definitely want to tone it down for people to be able to
Exactly.
walk in and say, oh, I can see myself here. Oh my gosh, look at that beautiful refrigerator that most people don't see because it's covered in kids' pictures.
Exactly.
It's always a
So,
good sign
yeah.
when a buyer comes in and starts envisioning their furniture
Yes,
in your space.
that is,
So if you've decluttered and gotten rid of extra pieces that you're not using, if you've taken your stuff out of there, but also another thing is keeping it neutral. Kyle, do you wanna hit on that?
I do. I mean, I think it's important if you are considering painting or you're
Mhm.
considering buying furniture and furnishings. I think, you know, there were times when bright reds and bright blues and those colors were just really big, and right now neutral is huge. This room that we're in right now, we just painted. It's a really soft cream. It's gorgeous. It'll go with anything. The grays, the beiges, a mix of those are really popular. Even if it's not your taste and you're thinking to sell, it's very important to think about your future owner of your home and how they can picture themselves in it. One other small thing I wanted to touch on, because we all have young children and we've been through that phase where everything feels busy and there are little toys everywhere. TJ Maxx, they've got you covered. They have these awesome baskets that have a lid.
yes.
When you know somebody's coming over to show your house, let's play a game. Let's see how much we can throw in there real fast. Throw the lid down, and it'll truly make a huge difference again, so people can walk in and picture their furnishings in your home.
Well, they feel comfortable.
They
When
do.
they walk in and there's not a bunch of personalized stuff everywhere, it's like you forget for a second that you're in somebody else's
It
home.
feels available.
So then you can envision yourself, like it almost feels like a staged home, and that's kind of, if you're selling your house, that's kind of what you want. You want people to walk in and almost feel like they're at home. So I think that's
So
a big
that
deal.
that kind of clears the way. That's your project for the weekend. If you're thinking about selling this spring, we want you to give us a call. We'd love to come out and take a look with you and tell you what to prioritize and how to get that done. If you'd like to meet with us in person, you can give us a call. Next week, we'll be touching on the next project, which will be your weekend home improvement updates, and those are important too, and it's also important to prioritize those. So we'll be telling you all about that next week. So join us back here next Thursday, and we'll see you then.